Well, hey there, and hello. This stream has been a while coming. I have been busy. I've been dealing with other things. I've been dealing with life. I've been up to shenanigans. But we're hopefully going to get back into a better schedule again soon. I did anticipate it. I did kind of preclude the break with, a warning that I was going to be off for a while. Things were going to be a little bit awkward. Anyway, stuff is going well. Oh, goodness. Stream's going to be good today, too. I'm sure of it. Yep, just gotta check audio. Be back soon. Alright, so, as we're inching ever closer to Minecraft Live season... Oh, goodness. It's looking a little stuttery. It seems to be okay. As we're inching ever closer to Minecraft Live season, people are getting excited for news from Mojang, and, well, we've actually gotten a snapshot. Very interesting stuff. Off camera, I believe, is when I did all of this stuff, figuring out how to connect the houses I'd already built to pathways in a way that makes sense, similar to this one over here. I also devised these longer pathways. I don't remember if I did this on camera or not, actually. And we're going to get back to the bees when we return. But I actually wanted to really quickly design a sort of a collection system for the cactus farm. Anyway, it comes with something that's a bit of a controversial change. Fortunately, for the moment, it is relegated to experimental features, which makes a lot of sense. A lot of people could be quite frustrated with this change. And I'll go over the notes before we do anything further. I actually want to explore some in survival. But before I do that, I want to... set up a little something in the creative world to serve as... How should I put this? To serve as a bit of a chart. Let's say the hopper's there. Yep, so then putting that there would result in that. And likewise, across here. But will that work from anywhere? If something falls in here, will it go to the middle? Looks like it will. If something falls in right here, it'll get pulled to the middle. Okay, yeah, so that should work fine. In fact, let's experiment. Let's say that these fences are cactus. That falls in all the way over there. Yeah, it gets sucked right in towards the hopper. Nice, nice, nice. But I will need... Not that. I'll just use these to signify the places that the cactus will go. Yeah. Nope. 16 spots per cactus. 16 spots for cactus per level is nice. Yeah, okay. But then, these are just, I will need sand. Okay. Actual sand. There we go. And then that would go like that. so that the water can freely flow underneath. And then the sand goes on top of that, and then the cactus goes on top of that. And the items will just pop off. Blip. Like so. Actually, out of curiosity, if there's a hole beneath them, can we coax items into going straight down? Or will they end up somewhere other than this block specifically? If they get too much momentum, for instance. Nope, looks like that works out just fine. Alright, cool, cool. So they won't get caught on anything. That's good to know. But beyond that, I want to check. Let's see, how did I do this in my head? Nope, that's not gonna work. Like that. So items come in from the top. Yeah. No, hang on. I'm gonna need target blocks for this. Nope, nope. There we go. And then something to cut. Well, no, actually, I don't think I need target blocks for that. I just need to cut off the signal here. There we go. Alright, so in this situation, everything that goes into this hopper should end up in this hopper. Well, actually, let's... barrel. Pull out a barrel, stick that there. And then everything... And if I switch it with, say, for example, a lever... then they should go into the other hopper. So then, let's say I take... No, missed. That all should go in here. Yeah, and then if I swap it, they should start going in there, right? Wait. Well, that did stop them from going in this one. Okay, no, that did stop those from going in there. Okay, cool, cool. Alright, it works as expected. Let's say I stick a bunch in there. So it'll take a while. So it should be going in there. None? Okay. Yeah. Cool, cool, cool. That works. Okay. But then this itself would be based on the contents of that one. So let's say instead that is a chest. Okay. And I've got a hopper coming out of this chest, and it's detecting how many items are in there. Bam. Right now, that's going to spit out a signal strength of, and I can actually check, 1. Because there are so few items in there, but it's not none. But if this were to be full... Actually, I can do this a lot faster if I just... Okay. I can do this a lot faster, I believe, if I just swap this. Okay. And toss in... Wait. Ah, dang it. Just toss in a bunch of tools. Stuff that fills a whole slot. So... I feel like I spat them out faster than that. Huh. That went through okay. Actually. That all of them? That's all of them. Okay. Chunk those. And now that should be the highest level. Yeah, 15. Same result as if I put a comparator next to a redstone torch, for example. $15. But if I put it one step away from a redstone torch, it would be 14, right? No, wait, no, that would still be 15. But if I put it 2 away from the torch, then it would be... The signal would have dropped by 1 step, it'll be 14. Because that's 14, it'll put out the same amount of power, that'll be 14 too. Okay, so then, if I put that into subtract mode, 1, 2, and then lever, because that'll do the same thing. That should be 1. Yeah! So any signal coming out whatsoever is going to mean that it is full. Because even if that is 63 items, that's still not a full chest. So that'll be 0. But if it's 64, then that'll power. And I think a repeater should also serve to detect that. Yeah, okay. So if I put that repeater there, and then put that there, then that, wait. No, that's not what I want to do. That is in fact the opposite of what I want to do. If I do this, there we go. And that will lock that one and make sure that anything that falls in there is going to go into the other one. So if I were to, say, take that out, anything I stick in now will go into the chest. So if I dump 2 stacks of the 64 birch planks in there, and eventually they'll drain in, and this will hit 64 and it'll swap, and then the remainder will go in there. There might be a bit of lag, leaving a couple of items in that hopper, but most of the items should now go to the new location, and that is what I'm looking for. It doesn't matter if a couple get lost in the shuffle. It just matters that when the chest is full, it'll swap over. Yeah. All right, how many did go through? One there, and that's it. Okay. So we should be seeing 63 items come into this chest, this barrel, soon. Yep. Yep. All right, cool. That works perfectly then. And the purpose of this is to be put under here in the collection area. This will collect cactus, and this... Search for it. Will it work if it goes inside like that? Right now, all of the cactus is going to go into there until it's full up. Nice. It isn't going into there. It's getting stuck there. Okay, I bet I know what the problem is. I bet it has to be like this. Did I get rid of the composter item? Why? There we go. There we go. So any excess isn't wasted just because it can't be picked up by the hoppers. It'll get turned into bone meal. Nice. And eventually this will fill up, but it'll fill up a lot slower than the actual cactus chest will. All right, cool. So I'll just stick that design underneath that. That hopper will be... That hopper will be here in the design. And then I'll maybe make multiple layers of this. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Or maybe I'll just make one at first and then fill in more layers later on. Yeah. Cool, cool. Okay. Next thing then would be to make the chart. I'm gonna make it over here because it is relevant to this project. Yeah. Actually, let's take the darker wood for an example. There we go. Okay. So let's see. What coordinate is that? X. Okay, so if I fill 10... and then -10 in the X position. And let's go with another 10 and -10 in the Y positions. Yeah. Expected integer. Oh, I messed that up somewhere. No, I got rid of a tilde. I did put in the right number of tildes. Replace. There we go. Cool, okay. Yeah, that should be... And just take that and then air. Yeah, that works. Okay, but that's not actually what I want. Okay, but what I really want that to be, I should add a 1 to both of the... There we go. Let's turn that into a -1 so that it'll be in front of me when I face the mountain. Yeah, okay. And now let's take that and swap it out with air. To get rid of it. Bingo. Okay. So this should let me control pretty easily how large this wall is. And that ought to be sufficient. What am I doing? I was going to use those. Okay, so for those 3, and it feels somewhat important. Okay, then let's just start with the spruce. Lectern, cartography table, brewing stand. Yeah. Okay. And if I take a villager and put it at each of those spots. There we go. If I level you up. Just get a ton of emeralds. There we go. Just level them up all the way. Get rid of all of that. I don't need it. I just need you to level up so that I can see all of your trades as an example. Actually, I'm sure the wiki mentions it. I'll just use the wiki as... Actually, can I? I can't. That would have been a cool thing to add at some point. Being able to block select on something in trade inventory in a trade GUI to get the thing in question. Not P, not O. Pains. There we go. There we go. And I'll do the rest later. But you get the idea. Yeah, that seems reasonable. Perfect. And then... there. Actually, that would be... there we go. And if I just fill in all of those other slots accordingly... there we go. There we go. And will there be enough room for the others? Yes. Yes, there will be. Okay, so then let's take sign, an oak sign for that one, a birch sign for that one, and that one. It's mangrove and which? Jungle? Jungle, right? Yeah. And this isn't a perfect illustration. Maybe it is a perfect illustration. Yeah. Actually, can you apply glow ink to one that doesn't have text on it? No, you can't. Okay. Actually, I have established colors for these. Purple, lime, and yellow. There we go. Yeah. Alright, so let's say this is cartographer swamp. And then let's say this one is cartographer jungle. And it occurs to me that I haven't made enough of those. I haven't made enough of them. Because there are 5 normal ones and then 2 not normal ones. Not naturally occurring ones, I should say. There we go. Oh, that's nice. That works out pretty good. Yeah, I did make it long enough. Okay, okay. And then so on and so forth, and all of the rest of these will be filled out accordingly. Perfect. Okay, time to swap over to the other streaming window, actually. Hydrating. I actually, for the sake of convenience, made a second tab for when I'm streaming, so I can just swap over to... Oh, nope, hang on. Give me a sec. I screwed something up. What did I screw up? What did I screw up now? There we go. That worked. Okay, okay. Okay, if I just... Whoop, there we go. Okay. Minecraft snapshot 23W31A. This one's got some good stuff, and we're gonna get to that first because the controversial librarian changes and such. I wanna focus on that last. Wandering trader changes. This is very nice. They can buy items now, which is great. And once you've got farms, these are things you could get in bulk, like a hay bale, 1-to-1 for an emerald. Just having a possible source of good emeralds, if you don't already in the game, that you could then trade for something else that they've got, like, for example, a sapling, so that you could get access to a new wood type. Or even if you manage to get enough, an enchanted iron pickaxe, potion of invisibility, 8 logs, or not even 8 logs, 32 logs, because there's 4 trades. Imagine selling the guy 4 water buckets. Wait, no, 2 water buckets. Imagine selling the guy 2 water buckets, and in exchange, you get half a stack of logs. Potentially of a type that you don't have access to yet. That's going to be really nice in early game. And even through mid-game, when you have explored, but you haven't explored everywhere yet. I mean, it's Minecraft. You're never going to explore everywhere, but... Anyway. Diamond ore is generated more frequently in the deep slate layers of the overworld. That's an interesting one. I'm not entirely sure exactly how much more frequently that entails. Curing a zombie villager now only gives a big discount the first time. There's no longer a bonus discount for reinfecting and curing the same villager multiple times. That's an interesting one. I like that change on paper. But the thing is, okay, beyond wondering what repeatedly cured villagers will change their trades to, potentially, after this is finalized. There are a lot of ways to get difficult resources in large amounts, which is useful for builders, just because you can get prices so low by doing that. If curing a zombie villager once is the equivalent now, after this change, to what in present day would be curing a zombie villager like 3 or 4 times, that would be okay. I'm okay with that. I'm not sure exactly how drastic this change will actually be, though, and how much that will affect things that people would use to get, a bunch of resources. It takes time and effort to put that together. It's it's just interesting. Barrier blocks being waterloggable is an interesting thing. I'm not entirely sure what players will no longer be able to crouch while riding vehicles means. I don't recall ever being able to crouch while riding vehicles. Or, by riding other mobs, like camels or horses or something. I'm not sure what that means exactly. If someone can tell me, then I'd be glad to hear it. And this makes sense. The chorus flower isn't... I don't think it's a full block. Actually, let me check here. Is it full block? Yeah, I can't place it. In stone. Right. Yeah, it's... Well... I guess it's technically a full block. But only in the center and such. I guess it makes sense. So you get back on your platform, but there we go. Now you're off center. Yeah, well, that's fine. I don't care. Yeah, you'll never be back on center. Okay. Shoving you off. Okay, goodbye. Let me just, taking longer than I thought. What if I cut off your path of escape? There we go. Okay. That problem will gradually sort itself out. And you're the library now. Okay. Anyways, back to the notes. In this snapshot, we've increased the amount of diamond ore found in the deepest parts of the world. Please try out your favorite mining technique and let us know how it feels. I'm interested in seeing exactly how that plays out. A bunch of technical changes, and these are interesting. I'm going to skim over them, though. Command history, though. This is really cool. The last 50 commands that you sent in chat will be remembered across game sessions. I love the sound of that. It means I won't have to type it out every single time I want to clear the weather in the creative world. Regular chat has only persisted within the same game session. However, I want to see if sending a command will be saved, even if the command fails because you don't have authorization for it. So if you don't have the ability to teleport using commands in a world, can you send a teleport command and then retain that in between game sessions? Because if you can, that would be a great way to store coordinates that you want to remember. Like, teleport slash TP the name of a place, because it doesn't have to be a real player name. And then the coordinates. That would be interesting. I want to see if that is a new, interesting, viable way to save important locations. Chunk sending optimization. Multi-version packs. I don't understand everything about resource packs. I should look into that at some point, probably. Network protocol. A bunch of other different things. Resource packs. But then we get into the... Wait, commands. I actually didn't read this. Random. Value and roll forms can be used to draw a random value. Interesting. Fascinating. Oh, that's cool. Execute if function. Cool. Cool. I'm familiar enough with the execute command that I get the idea as to what these are for. Okay. From the return. Interesting. Oh, this looks like command people are going to have a lot of fun with that. I wish Sethbling was still uploading regularly. Anyway, and then fixed bugs. And I think this might not even be all of them. Actually, maybe it is. When this was first put up, when this post was first put up, I think, it only listed 50 because they were only... Their automatic setup was only rigged to pull up to 50. This is because usually the number of bugs they'd fix was under 50, like around 10 or such, perhaps, from the previous snapshot, most often. But they have been absolutely bug-crushing. The skeleton of a spider jockey sits inside of a spider model rather than on top of the spider. Yep, that's a lot. Several buttons and icons use the old tooltip design upon being hovered over. Bottom 2 rows of pixels and selected hotbar slot texture don't appear in game. Actually, let's have a look at that. This is because... Huh. Yeah, it's a little hard to see there. Because the hotbar is at the bottom, and then the selected thing is... Look, it looks bigger. Yeah, okay. But the most important thing to today's stream, the thing that I want to discuss. Sniffers, frogs, goats, and camels don't panic when attached to leads. Oh! Oh! Not because they're panicking. Because... Not that they're supposed to panic because they're attached to a lead. It's that when they are attached to a lead, they won't panic at all when they're hit. I see, that makes sense. Okay. Camels that spawn within villages can spawn inside blocks. That's a good fix. Would hate for a camel to suffocate. Oh, oof. Yeah, camels are kind of rare. Honestly, would hate for a camel to suffocate because it happened to spawn inside a block. That would suck. Firework explosions no longer deal knockback. That was fixed. Okay, okay. Hitbox does not adjust to Pink Petal's hitbox does not adjust to contents. Does that mean if you've only put down a single pink petal, the hitbox will be sized accordingly? Pick block does not work properly for blank decorated pods. Okay. Sign color looks different in world. Ah, the glow and behold advancement is granted when interacting with MP signs while holding glowing sacks, despite no glowing sacks being consumed. Mostly just a bunch of little things, but there's some big things in there. Nice. Oh, sniffers attached to a lead will dig in the same spot forever, ignoring explored positions. that explains it. That explains so much. I was wondering why I was getting so many. Explored positions is supposed to represent where a sniffer has dug up an ancient seed from before. And I was like, why am I getting so many? Did they revert that change or something? Nope, nope. Apparently it's a bug. So after the snapshot, after the snapshot that this is a part of, that this update, this after the update that this snapshot is a part of goes live, I'm going to have to start moving the sniffer. Okay, okay. No, that's reasonable. I planned for that. Otherwise, I would have just made a much more permanent setup. Yeah, no. No, that works out just fine. Okay. Anyway, librarian changes. Oh. Before these changes, players could get any village enchantment from any librarian. A novice librarian could sell the best enchantment in the game. For some players, this felt too random and made trading feel overpowered when compared to using the enchanting table or searching for enchanted books and structures. Here's the thing. The enchanting table is a really cool concept, like really cool. But it is definitely not the best way to get enchantments. And there's the element of randomness to it. And once you get a bunch of enchanted books, then you're going to have to put that on your tools, and that requires using an anvil, and the cost is going to ramp up rapidly when you do that. Not great. With the new rules, librarians from different biomes sell different enchantments, and each village biome has one enchantment that is only sold by master librarians. Having the stronger enchantments being sold by higher level librarians makes sense. That's something to keep in mind. Players will have to work towards getting the best trades instead of relying on random chance. That's a good jumping off point. We hope this makes librarian trading more interesting and skillful, while also revealing some clues about their history of each village type through the enchantments that are sold there. Interesting, interesting. The problem with that is, and I actually pulled up the thing here. Yeah, how does that look? That looks okay. Yeah, you can see all of that. So, if you are in a plains biome, any villager that spawns there at max level is going to give protection 3. Always. Only. No villager that is in a plains biome is going to give you a sharpness 3 or a silk touch. Only protection 3. And that is, I feel, a good way to, guarantee a certain enchantment, but it comes with its own drawbacks. That means, for example, you're going to have to build a village in a swamp to get mending. You're going to have to build a village in a jungle if you want unbreaking. And it's only unbreaking 2, which means you have to combo them together to get unbreaking 3, and that means that's going to make the anvil cost go up. And even then, you're not guaranteed to get the ones under that, so it's just the really good ones that you're able to guarantee. Which is interesting, but that means you're going to have to find, this is another important thing, you're going to have to find all of these biomes. You're going to have to find a desert, you're going to have to find taiga, you're going to have to find jungle, you're going to have to find a snow biome, you're going to have to find a swamp biome. And if you've been watching the Minecraft series, you know how long it took me to find a desert biome. How incredibly long. How far away that was from my house. And that's... There have been worlds that I've played in where I've never found one of these biomes. Let's see. I think it was my brother who said that the nearest swamp to his house in his world takes 10 minutes of walking through the nether to get to. Just to get to a swamp. But then, of course, you also have to, raise up a librarian village there if you want mending and depth strider and respiration and the curse of vanishing. And you might never find one of those. Librarians from different biomes now sell different enchanted books. Each village biome has one special enchantment that is only available from master librarians with full XP. This means that players must visit all 7 village biomes to get the full set of villager enchantments, but 2 of them don't even spawn naturally. There are 2 secret village biomes where villages do not generate normally. A player must build these villages to access their trades. Some enchantments have been removed from village trading and must be found in other ways. That's another big one. That's another big one. I see people getting mad at that a lot. And there's another person's take on this that I saw. Yeah, 2 more big issues. Super flat survival worlds will only ever get 1 biome type, removing access to most books. Enchanting costs with an anvil just became a much bigger issue. Combining books multiple times is going to make a lot of stuff too expensive. If they fix the rapid ramp up of XP costs in anvils, that might be viable. But that still doesn't solve every problem. There are still going to be books that you could get locked out of by not being able to get the right librarian villagers. And I'm far from the only person that's actually selling this. That's actually saying this. I'm sorry, I scrolled down, I saw someone else post. What if wandering traders could sell biome seeds to make grass change color, changing the biome in a small area? That would be interesting. That would be interesting. Biome seeds. I know Terraria has something like that. I know Starbound has something like that. That's very interesting. Someone messaged me. I need to check this. If you'll give me a second. Anyway, if I can find what I said about it. I said, I think I've actually come around to the changes suggested for villagers on reflection. That said, I still think biome-tied exclusive enchantments are not a great idea. And then I wrote, what if instead librarians changed their final trade based on what other villagers are around them? If a fisherman standing near a librarian when they leveled would cause their final enchantment to be Luck of the Sea, for example, then biome-leaning trades and trade control are both possible. A swamp biome could still have the first few trades lean toward fishing rod or trident-type enchantments, but the final trade would be predictable. This grants a benefit to exploring without using exploration to lock people out of certain things. If you want to get a villager in your trading hall that is all fishing rod and trident type enchants, you could go to a swamp biome, level them up a little bit. See, this one's got the ones that I've been missing. Because it would be easier to find a villager that sells those things in that biome because it would lean towards it. It wouldn't be exclusive, it would just lean towards it. And then, if you're dedicated to bringing that villager back to a trading hall, for example, that would be fine. Or you could set up a handful of small villages in their respective biomes around the world. That's a cool idea. I don't think people should be forced to do that in order to get a way to get all of those enchanted books. But then I wrote, it could be that way for other trades too. Imagine a mason giving more clay-based trades if they live in a swamp, or a cleric giving better prices for rotten flesh in a desert, since the zombies there are more dangerous. Supply-oriented, biome-based trades add nuance. And I actually want to, I want to come up with more ideas for that. Before I I want to come up with more ideas for that before I move on to exploring in survival. But I also want to try to cook up what things would cause librarian villagers to alter their final enchantment for the sake of predictability. And that's actually what these rows down here can do. And I want to come up with some ideas for what different biomes could affect a villager's trades and how. Okay, so enchanted books. Protection 4, maybe too much. Maybe protection 3. Where would those be? Not in there, not in there. Not gonna be in there. Ingredients? Ingredients, okay. Oh, this has got all of the max level ones. Okay, so if I just pop those out, actually stick those in there, stick that over there, and whoa, get the glowing sack back on. Okay, so protection 4. That feels like a notable one. Fire protection 4, feather falling 4. Feather falling 4 is a big one. Blast protection 4, fire protection 4. I'll consider them. Projectile protection 4. What other ones would you want to be able to guarantee them to trade? Depth Strider, maybe? Not soul speed. Efficiency, maybe, you know, not efficiency 5, but you'd want to be able to guarantee efficiency. Blast protection or fire protection. Looting, huh? Sharpness. Smite, maybe? Actually, let me get an item frame. Alright, that's the number of other villagers that there are. Okay, so protection 4. I'm thinking for that you would want for a protection 4 enchantment, you would get your librarian to level up in the vicinity of an armorer. Except I forget which. I forget which job site creates an armorer. Actually, which was... yeah, that one. Okay. I place one under each of these and then spawn a villager in. It'll tell me what they are. I mean, that one's obviously a Fletcher. I can remember that one. Armor. Okay. So, Blast Furnace creates an armorer. Blast Furnace. Armorer. Protection. 3 or 4. Bam. Yeah. And then you can pop. Yeah. Okay. Depth Strider. That strikes me as... Actually, let me get the other ones. I feel like I could tell you what those were by guessing, as opposed to trying to remember which one specifically grants an armor or a toolsmith, seeing as they're so similar. Loom's going to be a shepherd. That one's going to be a leatherworker. Smoker's going to be a butcher. That's a fisherman, and that's a farmer. Don't need the villagers to tell me that. But for Depth Strider, it would make sense to have a fisherman next to a librarian, result in the librarian selling that. Actually, what order did I write that in? Barrel, fisherman, Depth Strider. There we go. Okay. So then let's say a Fletcher. Now, Fletcher would be able to prompt the librarian to give you projectile protection. Fletching table. Fletcher. Projectile protection. Bam! Now, the big ones would be mending. Let's shelve those for now. The biggest ones are going to be mending, I'm sure. And... oh, the curses? Maybe not the curses. Or impaling. Maybe the fisherman would give you... Depth Strider. Why did I say Depth Strider? I literally mentioned in my post that it would be Luck of the Sea. Yeah. Mending. Which other villager protection... which other villager profession would prompt mending? Toolsmith or weaponsmith? Probably the toolsmith. So a smithing table. Smithing table. Toolsmith. Yeah, I can't type. Mending. Predictable. Cleric and cartographer. What would those do? Fortune, perhaps? Breaking efficiency. Sharpness would be a weaponsmith for sure. Grindstone. Goodness, I can't type. Weaponsmith. Sharpness. You get the idea. It'd take some kerfuffle, a bit more sorting around to try to work out which ones would work best in each situation. But, and let's see, I also wrote something else down. Clerics in the desert. Actually, what would be the best way to indicate each of those? And I actually have lists here of both the biomes that villages can spawn in, or, can be created in. Plains, desert, savanna, taiga, snowy. Okay, so for plains, let's say grass block. Tall grass on top. For desert, let's say sand and a cactus. Plains. Desert. Yeah. And then same would be for over here. Two for swamp and jungle. Okay, so jungle wood and cocoa pod. For the swamp, what would best represent a swamp? Leaves and vines, maybe? Oak leaves, vine. There we go. Sheer. There we go. Nope. And then I can't right-click on that. Prevent its growth further. Okay. In that case, yeah. Nope. Beer. Nope. Okay. Yeah. Hang on. No, string ought to work, right? String. There we go. That'll prevent it from growing further. Okay. No, and for the jungle. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Other biomes. Desert, savanna, taiga, and snowy. Savanna. So let's try acacia wood. Yeah. And acacia leaves. Savanna. Go. Taiga and snowy. So spruce. Snow. Actually, pumpkin. There we go. Presto. There we go. Now all of them are organized accordingly. Jungle leaves. To cap that off. Just to make it look a bit more even. Actually, what if I put... Will I break that? No, it doesn't. Interesting. Okay. So, but then I should be able to pop that there and cap off the cactus at the height I want to keep it at. Okay. Do I put oak wood there? That would allow it to spread more, wouldn't it? Maybe not if I do that. Wait. I can spread to those blocks too. Better prevent that. There we go. Okay. Just make sure that those are contained. Alright, so I mentioned that desert clerics, which would be this one. Desert cleric. Right? No, cleric, desert was the order that I put those in. Discounted. No. Better rotten flesh prices. Husks. Yeah. Cleric in a desert gives better rotten flesh prices because of husks. And say you. In a snowy biome where the skeletons are all going to be strays. And actually, let me check the Fletcher's trade list. Down to F. That's too far. Okay. The Master Fletcher is capable of selling tipped arrows. 5 tipped arrows for emeralds and arrows. 2 and 5. So you give them 2 emeralds by default and 5 arrows, and they'll give you 5 tipped arrows. What if instead, in specifically the biome where the strays drop slowness tipped arrows, Fletcher Snowy tipped arrows, slowness tipped arrows, leaning. Yeah. And was that purple? That one's purple. Yeah. So any Fletcher that spawns in a snowy biome would sell more slowness tipped arrows than any other type of tipped arrows. Yeah. And that's just one of any number of possible things that you could use to make them feel like their trades were unique because it was in a certain biome without biome locking specific trades. Let's see, what are some other good examples? Weaponsmith might not change so much in a swamp. Actually, what are the weaponsmith's trades by default? That would be at the bottom of this page, wouldn't it? Yeah. Weaponsmiths. They sell iron axes, enchanted iron swords at level 1, emeralds and bells. Trade diamonds for emeralds. Trade emeralds for enchanted diamond axes and enchanted diamond swords. Maybe the type of enchantment on Weaponsmith Swamp. Enchanted iron axes and enchanted axes and swords, because at the first levels it's iron, at the later levels it's diamond. Swords enchanted with, I don't know, fire aspect wouldn't make as much sense in a swamp because there's going to be water everywhere. But lowering the rate at which they sell you fire aspect makes less sense. What are you likely to run into? A swamp, you're likely to run into slimes. And a swamp is actually the only place where you can get slimes without going deep into the world. So what if they were more inclined to sell with swords enchanted with looting? Because you would be coming to the swamp for the slime balls. I just broke the sign. Swamp swords enchanted with looting. Yeah. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Very slowly. Then maybe you don't have to have librarians that sell looting books. Okay, allow me to rephrase that. Maybe you don't have to have librarians that are guaranteed to sell looting books, because you could have weaponsmiths that are more likely to sell looting swords. And if you want to build out a villager trading hall that takes advantage of that, then you could go all the way to a swamp biome, get a weaponsmith there, trade them up to top level, see if their diamond sword that they sell has looting on it, and then bringing them back to your trading hall. Or you could just not bother with that, because I don't know, maybe even the plains biome could be the default, because most villages spawn in plains biomes, as I recall. And then all of the other biomes could have the little twists on it. You could bother to go all the way to a swamp and get a weaponsmith and be more likely to get a looting sword. You wouldn't have to take as long. Then that would actually encourage you to build up a village in each biome, if possible, to get access to all of the unique perks that the different villagers would give you in that biome. But it wouldn't be necessary. Anyway, I have been ranting and raving, and my water is out. So I'm going to swap over to break. When we come back, we'll get to we'll get to the survival world. And we can maybe discuss things as we go along. But I wanted to get some exploring in and to show you what I've done with the apiary. And I might actually pick a spot for the cactus farm off camera now that I've, developed that. Now that I've developed the little collection mechanism at the bottom that I wanted to do on camera first. I saw someone mention that perhaps even wandering traders could be affected by the biome that they spawn in, like they would have different trades from different places. So if they spawn in a jungle, they would be less likely to give you jungle saplings, maybe more likely to give you spruce saplings, because they're from somewhere else. That just felt like a good idea to me. Anyway, I'll be back real soon. All right. Whoop. Just headphones. Out of that. Oh well. Let's get into the survival world. Here's where I left off. Moon setting. I still haven't come up with a block to serve as a good glass setting block. But I think the place is looking good. Ta-da! For starters, the roof was... They kept getting caught on it with the stair design, and they're still going up there. I think they're actually trying to escape, but in an effort to curb that, I got rid of the stair and slab design and replaced it with oak and spruce rafters, but it's also now overgrown with moss. And I put a couple of spore blossoms up there, trimmed the vines so that they can't grow further. And the moss is growing up this wall. And there's actually a little crack in this wall, so that it doesn't look quite as even. What are the changes? Right, the back level of beehives. Oh, it's about to happen. One of my favorite moments while I was working on this. But the back level of beehives, I lifted them up one because the bees were just going, if you'll picture my head as the bees. Let's see, F5. The bees were just going bonk, 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 because they were trying to pathfind back to the block that was here. But I raised it, so now that they'll, instead of going bonk, they'll go up over it. It's going to happen any second now. Yeah, so many bees. Yeah, I've been, and they like going up for whatever reason, hanging out up there. So I figured the spore blossoms could perhaps give them something to go up there for. I don't know what their deal is, but I don't mind it so much, as the majority of the bees, you know, stick with what they're doing. Keep building up the honey levels in the hives. There's got to be something up there that they want, and I don't know what it is. So I'll go out and look at the outside and see if there are any flowers up there or something that they might be attracted to. Remember, bee safety, keep all fingers off left click. That stems from a bit of a stinger accident that almost wiped out my entire bee population. But yeah, I don't want to accidentally hit the left click button and make them mad. I've got a lot of honeycomb now, and a lot of honeycomb means a lot of wax to put on copper or to use as candles. And I've got a decent amount of honey blocks as well from harvesting honey bottles. So it's going well. It's going well. And I'm likely not going to put a balcony on the upper half with more hives up there. Just because I think it'll make the space feel a bit too cramped. But I don't understand you. But I might make a viewing window for them. Alright, time to go out and see if there are flowers up there that they're trying to get to. something that they've decided is closer to their hives than the flowers that are actually in the room with them, because that could be problematic in the future. And after that, I think I'm going to go explore to see if I can find the location precisely of the... I'll start with the closer of the two. The woodland mansions that I bought maps to. There are flowers out here. Can't imagine why they'd be pathfinding to those. But what's up here that they might want? Maybe just verticality? No, there are a lot of oxeye daisies. I wonder if getting rid of these... Because the bees might have spotted them in the past. I'm not sure. I wonder if getting rid of these will prompt them to stop, you know, ramming their heads into the ceiling and spinning around. They're still pathfinding to these because as little bitty bees, they, you know, found them outside of their hive. There actually are fewer bees. Huh. Now they're all cramming up here. Why? Is that because oh, it was because I was holding that and they saw it. Whoa. Huh, that's funny. I didn't realize that they could do that. My Discord notifications are on still. Let me fix that. There we go. There we go. Okay. So, did they actually stop hanging around up at the top, or was that them trying to get to me and then... Yeah. I'm not seeing as many fly up there. Maybe that was the case. It's very strange. Bee behavior is unpredictable sometimes. But I can imagine that's probably why all of the old bees that I had flew away. I'll just leave them out here. There we go. Alright then. Sword is okay. I don't do quite as much combat when I'm just exploring. Pick is good, but I'm probably actually going to want to leave this here. In safety. That's because it's my only mending. And that. It's very good, and I expect it will be very... I'll just leave them here. I'm too nervous to bring them with me right now. Which means I'll need to grab a chest plate from down here. Okay. And sure, I'll take the Frostwalker boots. Baked potatoes. Do I have any food cooking up in here? No? Okay. It might be time to get some more beef. Yeah. Actually, no, let's breed them up first. Come on. Surely there's enough cows in here to actually get all of this wheat too. There we go. Okay. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Net bonus of 4 cows. And that leaves me with a decent amount of raw beef. There we go. And that will cook up nice and evenly. 24 for the smoker and 4 for the campfire. Stick the lanterns in here, I guess. Yeah. Cool. I'll take a brush with me just in case. A little more cobblestone in case I got a bridge. Where do I keep that? There we go. Top off both of those. Top off my carrot supply. And then I'll use the sticks, keep those in my backhand so that I can grab them when I inevitably run out of carrots. There's only so far carrots can get you. There we go. Can smokers do potatoes? I don't remember. Well, time to check, I guess. Potatoes are okay. You can do potatoes. I'll leave these potatoes in... Well, I might as well just have them cooking up. There we go. And then that can be for when I come back if I'm running low on food at that point. I'll take, yeah, There we go. I'll top off on spruce logs, and then go back for the charcoal and turn those into torches and such. Or maybe I'll just keep them as charcoal for the time being. Half a stack is reasonable for the trip. And I should take a bed with me. So I can sleep through the night. Yeah. Let's grab a little wool. What do I have a surplus of? There we go. I feel like I had an exploration bed on hand a while ago. Just for the purpose of carrying around with me while I wandered. Wonder what happened to that. I wonder. Okay. That's cooking up charcoal, nice. That's cooking up potatoes. Okay. Alright, that's alright. That's alright indeed. And I'll just take 16 charcoal with me in case I need more. Okay. Woodland Explorer map. It's down a bit and then straight that way. Do I have a shield that I could top off the durability on this one with? No? No. Okay. Is there anything else that would benefit me to take? Probably don't need that. We'll take that. Stick that in the back pocket. No. All right, let's do this. And in the meantime, we can talk about, you know, other possible villager combinations. And they don't have to be variations necessarily on existing trades. They could be new trades. But I'd want it to be something that's either easy to... Like, imagine instead of... Ouch. Imagine instead of a glass pane for emerald trade, it could be a different thing for an emerald trade in certain biomes. Maybe. Though I don't know, because then that still feels like biome locking a specific type of trade. I don't know. Maybe something that another villager has available as a trade could be given to another villager under certain circumstances in certain villages. Nope. No, it's seagrass. Oh, hello, donkey. There we go. That should prevent any unfortunate accidents tumbling into that. That would be annoying. While I walk across this, it'll be a good idea to keep an eye out for... Okay, I know I'm heading west. I don't think I need a map slowly getting a bigger dot to tell me that. What is that? What happened here? Just weird generation? Yeah, looks like just weird generation. Oh, 'tis more swamp. I lucked out having easy access to swamps. Not everybody does. And like I said, the nearest desert was very difficult to get to. Have I looked in this chest? I'm sure I have. Well, now it's very clear that I have. I could grab that obsidian, but I don't think I need to. I have been seeing some interesting things about shaders, so perhaps shaders are becoming more accessible. Or more accessibly powerful. I don't know. That was interesting. It looked like a glint, almost, when it loaded in. I mean, it was obviously just a loading quirk. Now that would have been cool if it glinted entirely on accident, and that led me to something cool under the water. Yeah, the water's having a fun time trying to figure out what to do with my Frostwalker here. How it should render. So, look back at the map. Yep, that's slowly getting larger. I wonder if I happened to come across this biome before. I don't remember if I've even done that much exploring in this direction. Oh, hey. I wonder if this is that self-same biome. And there's a lush cave under it, too. Could you imagine if this isn't the biome in question, and I happened upon a far closer woodland mansion just before running into the one on the map? That would be hilarious. And also very time efficient. Probably not. Looks like I'm already out of it. Yeah, I think I did come through here already, so I'm not worried about generating new terrain. That would have been a good idea to save to generate sometime else. After an update, perhaps. I've gotten berries, so I don't need to worry about collecting those. Sun's going down. Ugh. Oh my. Ow, 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 ow. I'm okay. And yet another biome change. But still no sign of further... Still no sign of further dark oak woods. I can't sprint jump on the ice, because then my feet will leave the ice and then it will not generate more. Wolves. We should have saved those bones after all. If I run into any place that gives me bones for whatever reason, I'll save some for the trip back. Goodness gracious. Right, I remember looking down there, I think. I almost wonder how I didn't run into... Can I sleep? I can sleep. I almost wonder how I didn't run into the mansion before. Feels like if I'd headed straight this way, it should have been a given. Maybe it's further out than I thought. The little indicator is still pretty small, and I have slowly been going a little bit more to the south, just eking in that direction. By chance. When I get to a place where I cross an ocean again, then I'll try to slowly push my way north until I'm back on a direct line to collide with it again. I don't, strictly speaking, intend to collide with it. You know, maybe I can literally collide with it. More wolves. Good to see. If I need wolves, I'll go west. West for wolves. Shouldn't be too difficult to remember. Foxes. Ooh. Interesting. A rabbit's foot. That was literally a lucky find. Well, now I can get a jump boost potion, which I hardly ever use for anything ever, but it might be useful for horse breeding. I don't remember how that works. Ba-bum, ba-ba-ba-bum. And I'm probably going to ditch these items as soon as I find something that I want to put in those inventory slots more, but that's something interesting. And no raw rabbit either. It didn't give me the raw rabbit. I wonder if they ate it. I didn't realize that was something that they would do. I thought they'd just kill it. That's the way most mob rivalries work in the game. The wolves kill the sheep, leave the mutton on the ground, as well as the wool. Yep. Wily yet wasteful wolves. Ah well. Goodness. You know, this might explain why I didn't go all the way this way. Or at least managed to get myself off track to hit the mansion. Ow. It's because this big mountain is here. Ow! I ran into the mountain and decided to curve. And then the curve threw me off. More ice biomes. Goodness. Perhaps I can run into something interesting if I stick close. I never came this far, did I? Yeah, that looks new. That sugarcane hasn't had the chance to despawn. Goodness. Is this icebergs or is this something else? What's going on here? Wow. I don't need any more cold biome sherds, I don't think. There's this over here. Let's see what we've got. Unbreaking 3 golden hill. Glistering melons are nice, though. I'll hold on to those. Sure. interesting. Yeah, I can see why running into this little obstacle would, ouch, deter me from progressing in that regard. Just run past the polar bears. It's fine. It's fine. Don't pay them heed. That one's gonna be aggressive. Oh boy. What fascinating and strange formations. I mean, I know where I need to go if I want to get any of these blocks. You know, I should have a to-go book, and I should have the at-home book. And I'll copy over the to-go book coordinates into the at-home book, but I can just bring the to-go book with me to... You know, I haven't been here before. I can just bring the to-go book with me in order to... What is that? I wonder if that's significant at all. Just bring the to-go book with me to increase the ease at which I mark down biomes that I may want to return to. Well, I know for sure that I'm not going to... Yeah, this isn't one I've been to before, surely. Ah, no, that's not gonna work. Ah, oh. Ow. There we go. Uncleared water temple at negative 3777 188. Now hopefully I'll remember to grab those coordinates before I go. Aha, there was just enough of a corner there to cut it off. There we go. Alright, keep going, keep going. Ah! Alright, get out of the range of tall, dark, and spookies. I'm gonna stop you from breaking any blocks, Beam. I've seen a number of tricks that involve just busting straight in through the top with TNT and sand. That don't involve breaking any blocks, because you can't. At least not without a great deal of unsatisfying time spent breaking blocks like they're bedrock and you don't know that. You know, I'm not gonna go around these. I'll just hop over. Boop. Out of the corners of my eye, I'm not seeing anything in particular that looks looks exciting down in the ocean. Nothing that would prompt me to give up my quest. Perhaps something that could prompt me to delay it temporarily. There we go. Alright, let's see what's in the chest. Sure, I'll take 31. Ooh, and mending boots. Sure, why not? Bloop. Let's get to one of these icebergs and sleep. Is that another? It is another one. Goodness gracious. Oh, oh no. Oh no. Okay, only 50 seconds left of it. If I don't get too close to that, it'll allow it to wear off, and then I can break this stupid bed. Ah! Thrilling gameplay right here. Oh, isn't this just the best? Oh, it's wearing off. It's wearing off. Please go away. Yes! Okay. I'll take note of the coordinates as I pass overhead. Negative 4,300, 200. Negative 4,300, 200. Ah, dang it. Got me again. Another... Ah. Negative 4,300, 200. Well, I know where to go if I need more prismarine and, what's it called? Tide? Tide armor trim? I think... That's Coast. That's from the, shipwrecks. Tide is the ones that drop from Elder Guardians. How far off am I? Smidgen to the south. Okay. I can do that. This is already a nice field, so I can just run. It's getting a lot bigger. The fastest way back will definitely be through the Nether, and maybe I will want to make a shortcut in that regard. And if I do try to take it on, then I'll want to have a bed that's far, far away from the house, but with a quick and easy way to get to the mansion from the location in question. a swamp again? Goodness gracious. A taiga and a swamp and the ice spikes, and that basically sums up my world, doesn't it? Yep, wow. Okay. If I didn't know better, I'd think I'd looped around. Straight to the beginning again. There we go. Hup, hup, ho. Mm-hmm. Get out of the vines. I'm on the map. I'm on the map. New. Getting close. Oh, what is this? A fragment of the taiga there? Interesting. The strip appears to have let mossy cobblestone spawn in the slightly submerged part that the swamp was responsible for. Wow. And I've been told to keep an eye out for exposed terracotta. Not sure exactly what that will look like, though. I've been very carefully avoiding spoilers for the trail ruins. Once I find one, though, it should be a little easier to find more, given that I'll know sort of what they look like at that point. Interesting. I could maybe get... Oh, a llama. Hello, llama. Not a wandering trader llama, either. Just a bunch of llamas. I could maybe use the tree cover to get easy access to the second floor for the sake of swiftly returning to get my items back when I inevitably die. Because I will inevitably die. But I will start at ground floor. Ouch. Which means first step is locating the entrance. And noting if there are any other structures of import around this thing. It's next to a beach. No door on this side, looks like. Vindicator mutters. I could bust in the back. I probably will bust down a number of walls once I'm inside. Aha! Here is the entrance. Okay. That shouldn't be too bad. Let's... Oh, thank you. Yeah, okay. If I build up a little forward operating base right here... Don't I? I do. Efficiency mending X. Nope, nope, nope. I want that in the hotbar so that I can place it there. Perfect. There we go. There should be a pretty straightforward path from here straight across to second level. If I just sort of pop this open here. I say. Okay. Yeah. I'll actually go so far as to grab that. There we go. Okay, and let's create a chest so that I will not lose everything on me when I die. Shove those in there, don't need them at the moment. Shove that in there, don't need it. Don't need that, will want that. I can leave that, probably. Leave that. Leave some wood. There we go. I'll actually take these and leave those. Yeah. Okay, sleep. Get a drink of water. And have a little look around. Probably not going to do much. Probably going to save most of this for next time, actually. But I don't see why I can't have a little bit of a peek. Vindicators are trouble. They aren't going to be everywhere in here. Just a lot of places. Ooh, Allay. There's an Allay in here. Maybe I could rescue some more. I don't really have a use for further Allay. Yet. Gotcha. And honestly, for the time being, they're probably safer where they are. Don't worry, I will come back for you. I don't like how big these places are. It's gonna make it difficult to explore. Ow, without getting ganged up on and ganked. Evoker murmurs? Where is it? Looks like a sacrificial chamber of some sort. More Allays. Cool. Whoa. That's something. Oh, and here it busts out to the outside. Okay. Just make sure that I've got a keen mental map of the place. I will make sure that I've assessed what is in each of the... Yeah. What is in each of the little... I suppose you could call them cells. Is it 2 blocks deep, this one? Yeah. That's the same as that one. That's there. This one goes back to there. If I can light the place up, then that will improve my odds of not running into monsters that aren't these guys. And I don't think there are items of value in any of these chests. Yeah, no. They've got nothing. Zip in those. Perhaps they're meant to be set up for future use. Ah! Goodness gracious. Spooky. What is this supposed to mean? Isn't there something in his head? Like lapis lazuli or something? I don't remember. I haven't fully explored enough of these. Yeah, there's lapis lazuli in here. Okay, I think I've fully explored the first floor. And with that in mind... Is it just one? Is there only 1 block of lapis lazuli in here? I could get more lapis from mining lapis lazuli ore with fortune. Okay, whatever. Okay, so that's first floor. I think I've found everything that it has to offer. Okay. Let's quickly make it back to safety. The worst of it is yet to come, though. I'll check again to see if there's anything of note around this. Because I'm a little scared to go in. I mean, I'm fully aware that I'm going to die. But I am more than a little scared that I might lose a bunch of stuff. So perhaps there is another, more laid-back adventure waiting in the wings. Anything? Or perhaps it would be beneficial for me to make a portal here by which I can get back quickly next time. Oh, it's rabbits. They just weren't loading in. Now that confused me. dig down. No. No, I haven't done any building with this coarse dirt. I don't think I have, anyway. There's all flush caves under this. And is there just a teeny little bit of swamp that goes slicing straight into here? There is. That's hilarious. Usually is this considered a mountain biome? Windswept forest. I think it is. Windswept forest. I think that's the game's way of saying, hey, this is a part of a mountain. Or maybe that's just what they renamed the mountainous taiga biome. Aha! A starting place. From which I shall dig down and, maybe not here. This is making me nervous. Yeah, I can just dig straight down like this. Actually, let's go in a... There we go. This way, if I want to mine out a bit of the wall because it happens to be iron ore or something, I can do that without... Yeah. Let's just dig around the gravel. Let's just keep digging around the gravel. I'll dig back this way a few more blocks just to make sure that I'm in around the same area. Oh, oh ho! I found the lush. Don't eat that. Don't eat any of this. I heard a squeak. A little axolotl-y squeak. goodness. This place is big. Oh boy. Yeah, no, I'm not super keen on getting lost in this cave. I've already gotten lost in lush caves before. That is not a new experience to me. Ah! Yep, gotcha. I'll just pop back over to the place I came down from and just keep going down there. How my pick? My pickaxe. Eh? Dungeon! Eh. Hello, zombies. I have already ditched all my torches. Punch 2, iron, string. Don't care for it. Oh well. Hello, dingbats. Let me just prevent more of you from spawning from that, and run away. Single file, thank you. Are you stuck? You don't know what to do you? That's a bunch of iron, though. Sure, I'll take care of that. I am very much in need of iron. There's just silk touch on this pick. Holy cow. Bunch of iron, that's very nice. Sure, I'll take this too. I consider it loot. From this adventure. What's the best way to get back up? Aha, through here. No. Yes? Yes. Aha. Where's my tunnel? Aha. What happened there? I'll have to go up and make another pickaxe at some point soon. But that's fine, I have plenty of iron. Goodness. You want me to go down one of these holes so bad, huh? there it is. Okay. If I can just get to the lava level, and there will be no issue whatsoever. With eventually getting a portal up and going home. I have to get the lava level first. And it has to be a safe trip. And I shall use the moss to mark it. Actually. Hey, Planet! It's good to see you! Welcome, welcome. How are things on your end? I was just talking for an absurd amount of time. Sorry I'm late. Tummy ain't doing so hot. Aww. Well, may you feel better soon. Are you lying down? Take something that shall be easy on it. No, but that's a good idea. Since you missed it, I spent over an hour ranting. And if you like, I can pop into the creative world for a second so that you can see the villager board. Right now, I just ventured, frankly, an absurd distance to find the mansion that was on one of the maps that I got from my cartographers. And now I'm trying to get down to lava level so that I can safely make a portal to go home with. So that after I finish exploring the mansion, which is probably going to happen next time, then I will be able to make it back home. I wouldn't hate running into an iron vein. should have saved the Silk Touch pickaxe. At least a little durability on it, so that I could grab... So that I could grab some ores. I'm right next to the lava. Why did I place that torch? It doesn't matter. That was lava right there, but it was not a lava lake. I need a lava lake. Several sources of lava are required. Actually, let's use this tuff to block off some of that. Yeah. What biome is this? Dark forest. I was trying to stay under, or at least approximately under the windswept forest, yeah. Just a few steps away. In the hopes that perhaps I might run into one of the undermountain biomes. Undermountain features, I suppose I should say. Haven't yet, though. Got a ways to go, but haven't yet. Windswept forest counts as a mountain biome, right? I'm pretty sure that's the case. Geode, that's cool. Aha! Lava lake. Where is the exact path up? I busted through here somewhere. No, I fell in. Right. That would be... there. There we go. Now, at long last, I have access to a lava lake. Which means I should be able to make it back home. Out of curiosity, though, I think I'm going to explore the caves down here a little bit more. Let's see if there's anything interesting in them. Just for a little while, though. I've been going for 3 hours now. We're almost on the dot. Ouch. There's light, which suggests lava, yeah. These look like big caves. Maybe I should be careful to not get lost again. As I have so many other times before. Yeah, get up. Whack! Zombie butcher. Well, I'm the zombie butcherer. There's a ravine, goes all the way back up to the lush cave. More lava. Not at all a sign of what I've been looking for, though. Oh well. Perhaps another mountain, another day. Is there anything this way? Yeah, this is the way back. Anything beyond here? No, nothing. Useless. Might go for maybe half an hour more at most. Is there something down this way? This might be where I came from. This is where I came from. Nope, this was the ravine. Which means I should go up here. Yep. Can I go down this way? I don't think so. What about squeezing through this little thin cave? Anything? Oh, loops back up to the lush cavern again. Grab some iron when I go back. See or hear anything especially interesting. This is another path that goes up towards the lush cave. Okay. So then what was down the other path? The bit that kind of cut this way. Another lava lake. Okay. So there's plenty of lava to choose from. Shouldn't be an issue to get into the nether and then make it my way back home. I'll head back up to the lush cave and see if I can't find a quick way back from here. that was the end of the soundtrack. Let's start you back up there. Yep. Squeak. There we go. I'm back into the stone area. Still no idea where I am, though. Lovely. I want this iron. You can't stop me. Nothing of note. Not gonna worry about the gold right now. There'll be plenty to bring back besides that. We have gold at home. Aha. It's funny how the two primary rules of Minecraft are don't dig straight down and don't dig straight up, but digging straight up is marginally safer than digging straight down. At least it is now that you have shields as an option. If a creeper falls on your head, you can just block. Let's get some coal. And make some torches. Nope. There we go. So that people can see. Goodness. Does this go anywhere even? No, it looks like it's just... Huh. Maybe it does go somewhere. But I doubt I'll be able to get to the end before running out of air. Does it go up at all? Nope, it does not. This is a death trap. Bloosh. Okay, safe. No, nothing back that way. So then... where is there yet to go? Have I did go that way. Okay. There's nothing there. Maybe this way will get me out. That's getting me more iron. Makes me happy. This way. Gentle curve up. Nope. Dead end. Okay. I was wondering off the top of my head if the whole slime fortune thing was a good idea. I think it might be, but this leaves me stuck in terms of a decision as to what some of the possible librarian upgrades would be. It goes down. About this way. Dead end! Yes. Exactly what I wanted. You should give me more dead ends, game. Where on earth? Where on earth is my path down? Ouch. Ouch again. Is there nothing down here? There's nothing down here. This was a waste of time. This was a considerable waste of time. Oh boy. Ow. Is this someplace I've been, or someplace I should be? Feel like I should recognize this, maybe. Okay, here's that, which means this way is the right way. Yes. Yes! There that is. And down there is... There we go. That marks that pretty well, and that goes up there. Yes, because this is the... Perfect. Okay. Found my way out. I'll make a little spot to watercast a portal in, and then we can finish off there. Actually, it doesn't really matter if I make a spot for it, does it? Well, in that case, I guess I'll, since you just arrived, I'll go back and show off my villager chart. Let's kind of give a brief recap of the idea that I was exploring earlier. And maybe you can go back and watch the VOD, perhaps? I'll try to make that available on YouTube ASAP. Cool, cool. And then next time we can fully explore this mansion. I've already done floor 1, and there are 3 places where they have allays captive. So I'm gonna get a lot of allays. But I don't have a safe way to bring them back home just yet. Three is an acceptable amount of buckets, so I'll stick those there and stick that in with it. Yeah. Okay. So, brief recap. as to what went down in the creative test world. I did make a little design over there for a thing to hook up to the cactus farm. This baby would check to see when the cactus chest was full. And then any further cactus would go into this and become bone meal. You know, to prevent waste. I would stop getting cactus, but at one full double chest of cactus, do you really need more cactus? And then the rest would become bone meal, and it'd be great. Anyway, I came over here and made this. It is far from complete, but there are some notable points. All of those different villager occupations working subtitles are great. But I had the general idea that perhaps instead of biome locking different enchantments, this looks like capitalism. No, this is just a chart as to how you can best exploit capitalism. Anyway, instead of biome locking certain enchantments, I had the thought that librarians could change their final trade based on what villagers were near them. So you could control, if you were careful, how what the outcome would be. For example, an armorer next to a librarian, when they leveled up all of the way, would give the librarian the ability to sell protection books. And a Fletcher that's near a librarian would give them the ability to sell projectile protection books. And I came up with a few more ideas like that, but it needs some work. There are still 7 villager types that I haven't accounted for, and then there are a bunch of how does it determine who they're near? Does it just pick the closest villager? It would probably pick the closest villagers within a small radius of that villager, like maybe about this size. And each villager in that radius of a different profession would give the librarian the option for that final trade to be a certain type of trade. So if you want to ensure you get a specific trade for the final book, you would make sure that only one villager in a certain radius around it would be of a certain type. So that would allow more control and less guesswork for the more valuable enchantments, like mending, for example. But if you were to just have a village filled with villagers, and you weren't deliberately paying attention to trades, you were just trading with them and seeing what they got, then it would have a chance to choose between a certain number of trades, and then, you know, they would pick trades based on their environment, and that's kind of the idea that Mojang was going for, but this would still allow for control without biome locking someone in a super flat world or someone who just can't find a certain biome out of certain trades. But beyond just librarians, you would be able to take the idea a step further. I see that's interesting, sort of synergizing different villager types to work together. Yeah. But beyond just, and I think I mentioned this on a thread on Twitter that you replied to, but beyond just taking biome, the biome supply idea and applying that to librarians, you could apply it to all sorts of villagers. For example, clerics in the desert would give you better prices on rotten flesh because the zombies there are more dangerous. They're husks. And I came up with a couple more ideas for that. A weaponsmith in a swamp would have their enchanted swords be more likely to have looting on them, because swamps are where you find slimes, and slimes are a valuable resource, and it's a good idea to use looting on them. That was maybe one of the poorer examples. Could work vice versa too, like the types of enchantments that tradable armor and tools could have. Yeah. Actually, that is a great idea. I was going off of location type. For example, an armor smith in a swamp might be more likely to sell you one that has... Actually, can armor smiths sell you Frostwalker? I don't remember. Well, if they can, then they'd be more likely to sell you Frostwalker, because Frostwalker would be valuable in a swamp. And I think another idea I had over here was, yeah, Fletchers in snowy biomes, snowy villages, would lean more towards giving you slowness-tipped arrows. And you could easily have biome-oriented librarians, but not... I don't like the idea that you would be locked out of specific enchantment types. It would be fine with me if they leaned more towards specific enchantments based on what biome they're in, because that does add some level of immersion. And then, if you're the sort of person who wants to min-max your villager trading hall, you could go to get a swamp biome weaponsmith just so that you get more looting swords. Or you could build a village in every biome to take advantage of all of the different types of unique trades that you could get. I feel like making the village's trades biome dependent wouldn't eliminate the random chance problem, it just shifts it to be location based. I think I'd rather just breaking lecterns over and over rather than need to explore, find the biome I need, manage to get a villager all the way there, and then level them up all the way. Yeah, that's another part of the problem, is swamps and jungles don't have naturally generating villages, so you'd have to build something there. I do like the idea of exploration enhancing your ability to utilize villager trades, but I don't like the idea of exploration being required for you to utilize villager trades adequately. Which was, part of why I was coming up with this. You would have an enhanced experience based on exploration. You would be able to find a swamp and make a village there and get a weaponsmith that sells more looting, or you'd be able to find a desert and take advantage of the cleric's better prices on rotten flesh. Stuff like that. I may come up with more of these on my own. I may decide to come up with more next time on stream, or maybe any time on stream, just when I'm having a hard time coming up with some good topic to talk about. And I was actually going to build the cactus farm off camera, but then I went and I found the mansion, so I guess not. Next time, though, mansion exploration. I think Minecraft's progression is way too chance-based right now, so I think your solution is a good one. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. And, if Mojang plans to make it so that villagers will only give you second-level books so that it's not overpowered to trade with them, then I think it would be perfectly fine to work on the Anvil XP system and such. Then maybe it'd be okay to have them trade second-level books max. Because it wouldn't become impossible to combine those books in order to get what you want. You just have to spend some more resources getting all of the books that you want, because then you'd have to combine them without locking yourself out of actually getting the enchantments you want on the tool you want. Anyway. I discussed, I discussed as well the other change that they said that they were, that was in the experimental toggle, and that was making it so that villagers will only cure once. But they don't say whether that will be more potent. I hope it is, because if curing a villager once is equivalent to what in the game right now would be the effect of curing it 3 times, that might be okay. I'd be willing to give up some of the efficacy of curing a villager 5 times in exchange for the efficiency of only needing to cure it once for the effect. Do you think that means more village types will be added for more biomes? I hope so. I wouldn't necessarily consider that an indicator. We're edging in on Minecraft Live territory. We're getting close to October. So perhaps this is just in preparation for that. A hint of things to come. But who knows? You know, actually, I was thinking while I was in the shower earlier, snapshots that add just weird and strange, kind of almost out of left field changes like this remind me of the videos on YouTube that, let's see, for example, there's one of Yoshi, where it starts the flower field music, but then it just holds on the high note. And then it never finishes the song, because it feels like you're getting a glimpse at something that could be really good or really bad. And if it's really bad, it won't necessarily ruin your enjoyment of the thing you love. But in the meantime, you just have to listen to the annoying high note the whole while as people discuss it, how they like it, how they don't like it, how it's controversial. And it just gets frustrating. Maybe either way, I'm glad they're actually making changes to the progression. That I can certainly empathize with. Anyway, I'm gonna maybe put signs next to these with some of the trades that they have available, just to enhance the process of coming up with things for them. I actually did realize I'm either going to need an ad blocker if I go to using YouTube for stream music, or I'm just gonna stick with using Bandcamp for that. And I'm probably just gonna stick to using Bandcamp. It's fine. Anyway, this is the 3.5 hour mark, so I'm probably signing off for now. It's been good. I go into a bit more detail, and I, talk about all of the other changes from the snapshot and such in my VOD. So if you want more detail on what I think, and if you want to see me go through the thought process of how I arrived at the changes that I have suggested, then you can check that out. But yeah, I've actually done an okay job of summing that up, I guess. Anyway, not that one, that one. Thanks for hanging. Glad I could stop by. Glad you could stop by too. Good luck with your stomach. Let me see, actually. I wonder. No one's live that I feel like reading. Thanks, you too. Let me send a heart chat. There we go. Alright. See you next time. Bye-bye.